everyone, welcome to TTV News with some last event in Tay Ninh province, and now we come into detail. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa, Secretary of the Party Central Committee, Head of the Central Propaganda and Training Department, Mr. Trần Hữu Hậu, Member of the National Assembly's Law Committee, has a meeting with more than 80 voters in Phước Đông, Phước Thạnh, and Bảo Đồng Commune, Gò Dầu District, in the afternoon of June 20.
Mr. Trần Hữu Hậu told voters at a meeting about the result of the third session, the 15th National Assembly. It is worth mentioning that the National Assembly has enacted 5 laws, 17 resolutions, and remarked on a number of other legislation, report on the replies of a number of national and local ministries, agencies, and sectors to the previous contest opinions and suggestions. During this meeting, Gò Dầu District voters presented some ideas and recommendations to National Assembly deputies, such as Ho Chi Minh Road implementation was slow and wasteful, and it is proposed that it needs to be implemented soon to promote local economic development, to install traffic lights at 3 points on Road 782, which are the gate of Phước Đức B Cultural Hamlet, Phước Đông Secondary School, and Suối Cao A Primary School. The personal sector representative reacted to a number of voters' talks and recommendations directly at the meeting, and the delegates also recorded a number of remarks to be passed to specialized agencies for response in the near future.
The People Committee of Tay Ninh province conducted a ceremony on June 21st to announce the Prime Minister's decision to recognize Hoa Thanh town for completing the mission of developing a new rural regions by 2020 and receiving a third-class labor medal. Attending the conference, there were Mr. Võ Văn Phương, former Deputy Head of the Central Propaganda and Training Department, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People Committee, and Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, along with current and former leaders of Tay Ninh province and Hoa Thanh town.
Along with the whole country over the years, Tay Ninh province in general and Hoa Thanh town in particular have stepped up the implementation of the resolution of the 7th Conference of the 10th Central Executive Committee on Agriculture, Farmers and Rural Areas, especially the National Target Program on New Rural Construction. Up to now, the program has achieved many important achievements, creating new motivation, energizing, building Hoa Thanh town in particular and Tay Ninh homeland in general, becoming richer and more beautiful and civilized. As a result, on March 8, 2022, Standing Deputy Prime Minister Phạm Bình Minh signed decision number 315 recognizing Hoa Thanh town, Tay Ninh province as completing the work of constructing a new rural region in 2020. Thus, the construction of a new rural area in Hoa Thanh town was completed 1 year ahead of the schedule, making it the province's first district-level locality to complete the new rural construction program from 2010 to 2020. With the effort and achievement in building a new rural area, Hoa Thanh town was also honored to be awarded the third-class labor medal by the President of the state. This is not only the honor of the party committee, government and people of Hoa Thanh town, but also the common pride of Tay Ninh province. On the occasion of 97th anniversary of the Vietnam Revolutionary Press Day on June 21, 2022, departments and branches in the province visited and congratulated Tay Ninh Radio and Television Station. At the meeting, Mr. Vũ Xuân Trường, Director of Tay Ninh Radio and Television Station, had an intimate conversation with departments, branches, and businesses in the province. At the same time, it reviewed the press activity in the past time, especially the cohesion and mutual support during the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. Representatives of the leaders of agencies, units, and businesses in the province have given many good feelings to the staff, officials, reporters, and editors of Tay Ninh Radio and Television Station on the 97th anniversary of Tay Ninh Radio and Television Station on Vietnam Revolutionary Press June 21st. At the same time, he hoped that in the coming time, the coordination and relationship between agencies, units, and businesses with Tay Ninh radio and television station will become more and more stable, contributing to the common development of the province.
Turn to other news. In the morning of June 21, 2022, the Provincial Women's Union, in collaboration with Tay Ninh Agricultural Extension Center, has a workshop on transfer of scientific and technical advance in the field of animal husbandry.
Currently, the price of animal feed is increasing day by day, causing difficulties for livestock households, including women members. Workshop with the sharing of Master Phạm Thị Thu Hiền, Deputy Head of Planning and Technical Department of the Provincial Agricultural Extension Center on the following topics: feed mixing technique, reservation and use of mixed feed, technical process of using products Balancer and 01 to create biological padding for chickens. The workshop is an opportunity to have women share experience, remove difficulties in livestock production, and aim at safe, organic, and sustainable livestock production. The Department of Planning and Investment made a plan at the beginning of the year to work with district, town, and city units to quickly remove difficulties and obstacles in production and business, and to accelerate the disbursement of public investment capital and the implementation of investment projects in the province. The Department of Planning and Investment asked the Provincial People's Committee on May 13, 2022 to allocate 100% of the public investment plan in 2022 to the state budget. By the end of April 2022, the province has distributed over 1,000 billion Vietnam dong, meeting over 29% of the Prime Minister's target and nearly 25% of the Provincial People's Council's plan. Disbursed capital by the end of April increased by 38% over the same period. Estimated disbursement by the end of May 2022 was over 1,200 billion Vietnam dong, reaching nearly 34% of the plan assigned by the Prime Minister, reaching nearly 29% of the plan assigned by the Provincial People's Council. By capital sources, the local budget disbursement reached nearly 25% of the plan assigned by the Prime Minister, reaching over 20% of the plan assigned by the Provincial People's Council. The central government added domestic capital for investment by sectors and areas, disbursing about 344 billion Vietnam dong, accounting for roughly 42% of the plan, a significant increase over the same period. The estimated distribution by the end of May exceeded 50% of the plan. Over 14 billion Vietnam dong in ODA capital has been disbursed, accounting for more than 13% of the plan, a decrease from the same period last year. The estimated distribution by the end of May was more than 20 billion Vietnam dong, or more than 19% of the goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, journalism is a profession that has to face difficulties and hardship, but those who have had a career in journalism are always ready to commit to the profession, and they always have happy and sad memory in the profession, said on the occasion of the 97th anniversary of Vietnam Network Rest Day. Let's listen to the confessions of the team of journalists in the province.
Today, in the 4.0 era, reporters like us, when they come to the scene, often work quickly as well as transmit the faster information to the audience. We are increasingly trying to make more news stories directly from the field to have viewers as well as listeners get the hottest and fastest information. When there is hot information here, we must use the assignment to split each person's responsibilities concerning a state of image processing, graphics processing, and sound processing to be able to offer the most comprehensive news to the audience and listeners and must answer fast and properly. As a female reporter, when we go on the business trip, we face certain difficulties, mainly health problems compared to our colleagues. Besides having to improve our knowledge and skills, when going on a business trip, we also have to regularly practice sports because only with good health, reporters can complete the tasks assigned by the leaders. The technician jobs requires leaving early and returning late, but I think if I love the job, it will be easy to overcome. Coming to this profession is like a predestined fate, and I feel very happy when I create a product, and it is like a franchise. When it is broadcast on television, that joy is double, and I feel very proud to be in this profession. As a filming reporter, I have continually endeavored to try and learn from my seniors and co-workers in order to better my performance and talents. On the occasion of June 21st, I would like to wish my colleagues who work as journalists in Tay Ninh province and across the nation good health and the ability to continue committing themselves to their jobs as journalists in their homeland and throughout the country.
That's all for today TTV News. Thanks for watching and see you next time.